Good afternoon, everyone. So, today, this afternoon, we will be having our short review. Hopefully, this will be a detailed kind of review. And the focus is all about the arcs and their measurements. So, this will help you recall on how to determine or approximate, or shall I say, get the exact measurement of the arc. So please, I am inviting everyone to be with me with this review, and for sure that you will be able to recall everything that you have learned in your previous lessons. Okay, let's begin. So the focus for today's review is all about the art and its measure. So this review here will help you how to exactly determine the measure of an arc or specific arc. So please try to be with me also so that you can follow the discussion or the review that I will be doing. Okay, so here it is. So this is the illustration. So as you can see, um, since the center is A, so we call this circle as circle A. So we have here the given. Okay, given BC or segment BC is diameter of a circle. So this one. So let's try to look it. So B from this point here, this is what we call BC. Since it passes through the center, we call this segment or line as diameter. So that is why you have that BC or segment BC is diameter of circle A. And to add on, since it is a diameter and passing through the center, so therefore this segment as diameter divides the circle, especially the circumference, into two equal halves. So one complete rotation is exactly 360 degrees. So the arc here of a circle is measured in terms of degree. Just remember that one. Okay, again, so diameter divides the circumference or the circle into two equal halves. So since the complete rotation is 360 degrees, so therefore, always remember that half of the circumference or half of the circle is equivalent to 180 degrees. You have to remember this one, class, because this will help you how to determine the exact value of an arc. Okay, so remember that one. And there is an additional also. And we call that AD, also segment AD is radius of a circle. So which one is this? So segment AD. So you can call this one as segment AD. This one. AD from any segment from the center to any point on the circumference is called radius. So not just AD actually, but you can also, other than AD as radius, you can also say that AB is also radius, and AF is also radius, and AC is also radius. So if you would try to count, there are 4 radii in this given circle A. Okay, so from this illustration, this is the question that will be the basis of the following uh, portion of the circumference or portion of the arc or portion of the circumference where you are going to determine the actual value. Okay, here, let's try to get the answer. The statement here is that if arc BD equals 70 degrees and arc CF is 1/2 of BD, so again, let's try to go back. BD or arc BD is 70 degrees and CF is 1/2 of BD. So which means that if in this part of the statement, which means you have to conclude that if BD is 70 degrees and arc CF is 1/2 of arc BD, which means that the actual measurement of RCF is 1/2 of 70 degrees. You will find out that one later. So let's try to label the given arc. Arc BD is 70 degrees. This will help you again to clear the measurement, because the moment that you label the value here, this will guide you also, class, on how to get the measurement of the other arcs being asked from the question. Okay, based on the given question. Okay, so again, BD, this one, BD, so which means that this arc here measures 70 degrees. And we have here, um, and this one, let's try to continue. So NCF or RCF is 1/2 of BD. So where is CF? This one. From this point, from C, starting from point C, going to point F. So this arc here, the measurement is 1/2 of BD, arc BD. So if it is 70 degrees, you would have to conclude that this one, the measure here, is 35 degrees. Okay, why is it 35 degrees? Again, because according to the given statement that the ARCCF is 1/2 of ARCBD. So that's how you analyze the given figure. Like I said before, that geometry is one of the easiest branches of mathematics. All you have to do is to analyze the given. Okay, so let's continue with the statement. So after this one, then find the measurements of the following arcs. So let's begin here. But at this portion, I have to cut this one, class, and then I will make it into two video discussion. Okay, here. Welcome back. Okay, so again, so find. Okay, from the previous, okay, if arc BD equals 70 degrees and arc CF is 1/2 of arc BD, so find the measurements of the following arcs. So this one. Let's begin with arc CF to find its exact measurement in degree. Again, arc is measured in terms of degree. Let's begin. So where is ARCCF? So from the given statement again, that ARCCF is 1/2. Ibig sabihin, kalahati ng BD, ARC-BD. So if the given measurement of ARC-BD is 70 degrees, then you would have to say that ARCCF is equivalent to 35 degrees. That is why you have here in previous part 1 of this discussion, part 1 of this video, you have here that CF or arc CF is equivalent to 35 degrees because the measure here is 1/2 of arc BD. So the moment that you have the value, the degree measure of the arc, try to put that one here, label the given arc with the exact measurement, and this will give you the idea how to find the measurement of the other arcs being asked here. Let's continue. So next is, what is the measure of arc CD? Okay, so try to locate. So where is arc CD? So arc CD starts from point C, okay, moving clockwise along the arc, the portions of from point C up to D. So this one, what is the measure here? This portion. Okay, so take note, remember class, that the diameter, again, this line, divides the circle into two equal halves. So it means that this portion here, from this point B up to here, so it is exactly 1/2 of the circle, and that is equivalent to 180 degrees. So how to get the value of arc CD? So since from point B up to here is 180 degrees, then you would have to say that arc, okay, you will have to say that since arc BD is already given with 70 degrees, then the remaining is that 180 degrees minus 70, the measure here is equivalent to 110 degrees. So just analyze carefully the given illustration, and once the value is already known, so you have to label the given arc, specific arc with its equivalent measurement. So therefore, arc CD is equivalent to 110 degrees. And it will also give you a clue, class, that since the arc here is only named with 2 letters, it means that the arc being asked is minor arc, and therefore it is measured less than 180 degrees. So that is why your answer here also is less than 180 degrees, and that is exactly 110 degrees. Okay, next question. What is the measure of arc BF? Okay, let's try to locate here. Where is arc BF? So from point B, you start from point B here. So from point B, moving towards point B here. So if you try to analyze, it is not exactly half of a circle. So that is why you only have 2 letters. So therefore, this arc here from point B up to this point F, it is considered minor arc, and its measure equals less than 180 degrees. But what is that exact value? Okay, so try to analyze also again, class, that BC is diameter, so it divides again the circle into 2 equal halves. So therefore, from this point up to here, it is exactly 180 degrees. But since CF is already 30, since CF has a measure of 35 degrees, arc CF has a measure of 35 degrees, so therefore, this remaining arc here from point B up to point C, this arc BF is just equal to 180 minus 35 degrees. So, how much? 180 degrees. Okay, 180 degrees minus 35. So, it is equivalent to 5. And this one, 7 minus 3 is 4. And that is 145. So therefore, the measure here, arc BF, this portion here, arc BF is equivalent to 145 degrees. So that's how you determine the measure. So this is 145 degrees. Okay, so let's allow me to cut at this part, and we will continue with the next part of this video. Okay, let's continue with number 4. This time, number 4 is asking you to what is the measure of arc BFC. Since 3 letters are used to name this arc, so the first thing, there are 2 things that you would have to think. Either it is semicircle or major arc. But to answer that question, let's try to go back to the illustration. So again, arc BFC. So let's try to locate where is that arc BFC. From point B, BFC, so moving toward point F because it is the middle letter in the given name, and then end up at point C. So this is now the arc B, F, and up to C. So arc BFC. So can you describe what type of arc is this? So from point B, F, C, so it is exactly coinciding with the endpoints of diameter. So therefore, this is exactly 180 degrees. And you can also check that one by adding this for 145 plus 35. This portion here is exactly 180 degrees. So that's how you should analyze to get the exact value of the arc BFC, the exact measure of arc BFC. Okay, so I hope you find it easy to analyze the exact measure. And let's continue with number 5 here. So number 5 is arc DF. What is the measure of arc DF? So again, since there are only two letters being used here, therefore your conclusion should be that this arc is minor arc. So therefore, its measure is less than 180 degrees. So let's try to locate arc DF in the given figure. Okay, arc DF, you start from D moving towards point F. So that's how you interpret the given. So from point D, moving, okay, from point D, allow me to use the other chalk color. Okay, so from point D, moving towards F here up to this point. So this is the arc that being asked. Okay, what is the measure of arc DF? So how are you going to find that one? So simply, the arc DC is already given with 110 degrees and CF is already given with 135 degrees. So all you have to do, class, is just add 110 degrees and 35 degrees. That is exactly the measure of arc DF. Okay, so what is the measure? So simply 110 degrees plus 35 degrees, that is equivalent to 145 degrees. Okay, so again, geometry, especially this part of geometry, is very easy. All you have to do is to analyze the figure. Okay, so let's continue with next number, number 6. You have here, find the measure of arc B. Okay, DBF, actually this is D. Okay, find the measure of, okay, D. Okay, find the measure of arc DBF. So which means, to interpret, that means you start at point D, passing through point B, and end up at point C. So that's how you interpret, for you to locate and for you to get the exact required measurement. So let's start at point D and then passing through point B. So which means from point D you move towards point B and end up at point F. So here, okay, passing through the circumference here. So this is now the arc from point D passing through point B up to here. Okay, so can you now give the exact measurement of this major arc? So simply, again, from point B up to F, the exact measure is 145 degrees. And from D to B is equivalent to 70 degrees. So all you have to do, class, is to find the measurement of arc DBF. Here, just simply, it is equal to 145 degrees plus 70 degrees. So how much? So 145 degrees plus 70 degrees, that is equivalent to 5, 11 carrying 1, and this is 2. So that's exactly 215 degrees. Okay, so that's it. How about next number? The next number is find the measure of arc BDC. Arc BDC. So you have to, which means that you have to start from point B, passing through point D, and end up at point C on the circumference of the circle for you to locate, to illustrate the exact arc being talked here and its exact measurement. So again, you start at point B and passing through point D, end up at point C. So let's do it. So from point B here, from point B passing through point D here, point D, end up at point, okay, end up at point C. So this one, so that's number 7, arc BDC. So how you describe this arc? From point B passing through D, end up at point C. So as you can see, it is exactly half of the circle. That means that the exact measurement is equivalent to 180 degrees, and to check that one, also you can do 70 degrees plus 110 degrees. That's exactly 180 degrees. Okay, so the last number, the last arc for you to find the measurement is arc DBC. Arc DBC. That means that you start at point D, passing through point B, and it end up or stop at point C. So let's try to locate this one. From point D, passing through point B, and end up at point C. Again, the last arc for you to find the answer, for you to find the exact measure is arc DBC. That means you start at point D, end up at point B, and passing through point B and end up at point C. So that's DBC. Can you give me the exact measurement? So try to comment your answer for number 8. So I hope this will help you, and see you next week. And thank you. That's all for this afternoon. So that's it. All about the arc and its measurement, or how to find the measure of the specific arc or a certain arc on the circumference of the circle. So please master the process, especially in analyzing on how to get the exact measurement, because this will help you and will give you the idea on how to get the measurement when we talk about the central angle and the inscribed angle. For you to be able to get the exact measurement of the inscribed angle and at the same time the central angle, all you have to do is to master in analyzing for you to get the exact measure of the specific arc on the circumference of the circle. So that's all, and thank you everyone. Thank you, especially those who are following and subscribing my channel.
Yeah.